Hey, liberal lunatics. I was thinking some more about you crazies. As I've said before, liberals aren't all bad, but you guys have driven a wedge in between good people and your insanity to the point where you've created what's happening today. And right off the bat, I want to thank you liberals for being you. Because without you misfits, you oddballs, you screwballs, you detriment to society as a whole, without you people, Trump would not have been elected. Hello? You ever look at the voting tallies? You act like this is just a fixed, rigged election, which you guys are famous for. But it isn't. It's good, hard-working, decent people that get tired of your bullshit. Okay? Let me just put it in perspective for you. You take the old days, where you worked. You made your way up through a company by the merits of your work productivity, how well you did a job, your education, if you caught on. Did you get along with people? Then you lunatics came along. You out of shape, tattooed up, dope smoking idiots that could care less about a career. You just sit around eating bags full of chips, living in your 30s and 40s with your parents trying to find yourself. And because you're nuts, it makes sense that you came from parents that are nuts. Big dope smokers, partier, yeah, man. The Big Lebowski watched it 10,000 fucking times and treated it right up there with the national anthem. You think that's cool, you villainized corporate America. You put a target on the back anybody that made a profit. And over time, you were able to get a fair number of people to believe in this. You did it with Jimmy Carter, who was a decent human being, by the way. And it slowly got worse. First we had Bill Clinton. You didn't think it could get worse from the Clinton family, but it did. God did it. Then we had Obama, which heading on the way down, but a decent person. And then Biden. You just kept it up, didn't you? And everybody realized that if we'd have just kept going down this road, that nobody would pay for college anymore. It's just one big place where you go and fuck off for 6, 7, 8 years, smoke marijuana, don't work, and never have any intention of paying back a student loan. Because you're free, you're an American. You just push socialist doctrine down the throats of everyone. So before you know it, you started getting these lunatics in office. And they started realizing that the only way that they were going to get elected to begin with, or reelected, was to just come up with the craziest shit in the world. And what does that entail? Not paying for things. Legislated, livable wages. Fuck you. Not paying for tuition. Marijuana dispensaries all over the place. So welcome to our world. For what you're going through now, we put up with it for a long time. We sure did. Biden and Obama. Just social programs out the yin-yang. You guys actually gave a free pass to people that shouldn't be here at the expense of Americans that grew up here that weren't getting appropriate medical care. You just let these wackos, these losers, come over here and just milk the system dry because people don't care about what goes into the system. You only care about taking out of it. You're too stupid to realize that it's not going to go on forever. It's you, liberal lunatics, that have caused Social Security to be iffy. Because you and all your misfit, crazy, lunatic, good-for-nothing kin don't want to work and you got on Social Security. You manipulated the deck and you took what was to be intended as a supplemental income and you gave it to every limping, dope-smoking moron with no intentions of ever working. Then you got legislatures to go in, legislative bodies to go in and come up with hate speech so you could shut people up like me. I don't hate you. I just don't like you a lot. Okay? This isn't hate speech, because everything that I'm talking about is a fact. So you basically got your agenda heading in the right direction through legislation. You shut people like me down for having an opinion. Okay? You wanted to take all these murdering degenerates and spend millions of dollars appealing their case. I'm not saying it's a perfect system. It was good in some cases. You want to fight everybody on death row, although 99.9% of them deserve to be there. You want to get cops arrested for murder for doing their job. You even get prosecutors elected that want to prosecute cops more than they want to prosecute typical crime spree killing people. It's insane. So it just kept up, it built up. You turn on the news, not paying for tuition. You turn on the news, it's stimulus money. You turn on the news, your supplement's gone up a lot with Social Security. You turn on the news, Social Security's in trouble. Okay? You turn on the news, protests for global warming. This is people with too much time on their hands. Okay? You block, you villainize people like Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk for getting out of bed every morning and creating a profit so this whole clusterfuck could operate. So what happened? Trump got elected because of you. So now you can have your king rallies and your protests, but you got 3.5 years left of this at the minimum. Now you know how we felt. You're feeling exactly the way we felt through the entire Obama administration and while Biden was there. And nobody could stand the thought about, and Trump's this, he's a king, he's a tyrant, he's this, he's that. His approval ratings are higher than ever. I mean, the guy isn't a saint. He makes mistakes, but look at you Democrats. Look at what you've done to the country, and look what you tried to do. And look what you're trying to do now. You're tying up the legal system with these stupid, crazy lawsuits. Now, are some things that Trump have done that just are driving you nuts? I'm not 100% comfortable with everything that he does as well. But deep down, I kind of chuckle at it because you're in my shoes now, and I was in yours for too long a time. And you know, I have these lives and these chats. And why don't any of you people lurking in the bushes ever have enough nuts to come on up and debate me, or let's have a civil conversation about it, about why you did what you did and why you think Trump's such a bad guy. He's executing his authority. As I said the other day, if there was a crystal ball, nobody'd want to get rid of illegal immigrants that weren't committing crimes. Okay? I bring it up all the time, and I bring it up the whole time, just like Mark Twain says, in the heat of a good argument, there's nothing worse than a good example. I agree. Which is why I bring up a sanctuary city like Athens, Georgia, and the fact that there's a young college girl that went to nursing school that's no longer alive because of a sanctuary city and because of someone that shouldn't have been here that was an illegal immigrant. People say, well, people live here, kill people too. It's got nothing to do with it. If that guy hadn't have been here, she'd still be alive. Period. You got that? So the next live we have, why don't you come out and fortify the justification you have for trying to attack our leader? He is making America great again in the sense of what it takes to sustain a democracy in a violent world. You got that?